faced Annie again because I'm modeling for the Mirror Me app. And aren't you excited? Amy and Terry have already been introduced to 3 looks, and they're not even scared of me. So I figured what better way to do this. So here's what I want to do. I want to share this with you because this is what I was sending you guys a couple different times I sent it. Please work. Okay. This is somebody else had put this together. And she's wonderful. And this basically starts the whole thing. They've got all the looks above, so they can pick their look, right? Then they can scroll down, download the app on Android or on the iPhone. Then it's reminding you of the looks.
Now, are those active links?
So yes. Well, no, they're not.
Oh, okay.
The links are not. But here's what they've got here. And this is the part that I think is so great. Is this little video.
Hello, friends. This is Jennifer Huff, Sales Director at Mary Kay. And today I'm going to walk you through using the Mirror Me app to get you entered into Mary Kay's makeover contest. So you would first select, I am a customer, and I love the live camera option. So that's what I'm going to choose. And look, now you can see me. Hello. And so you will get to choose one of the 6 makeup looks curated by Mary Kay. And I will say this too, if you don't have foundation on when you're getting ready to do this look and you want it for your picture, you can click on these little 4 lines up in the top left-hand corner and select foundation. Then you can play with some foundation colors to quote unquote put on your skin. But we're going to go back up here to the top and click on the makeover contest looks. And today I have decided to do the champagne shimmer. So as you can see, after I clicked on it, I now have a little bit of lip color, some cheek color, and my eyes are now popping a little bit. But I want to up the coverage over here on the left-hand side. You can see this intensifies. And then you look at the camera, strike a pose, and smile confidently with this little camera button in the middle. And there we go. There's my picture for the Mary Kay Makeover Contest. So after you upload this picture to the contest website, take a screenshot and send it to your consultant so she can go over the next steps with you.
Isn't that nifty?
Mm-hmm. That's
okay,
awesome.
So then here's another little how-to.
All right, so you love your look. Now let's get everything added to your cart. You'll click the pink button down here in the bottom right-hand corner that says Add to Bag. And then you can see in the upper right-hand corner that all of your products are there, from your blush to your eyeshadow to your liquid eyeliner pen, mascara, and of course, beautiful lipstick. And so you'll click the checkout button down here in the bottom right-hand corner, and it's going to take you to the Mary Kay website. All right. And so when it gets to the website, first, we need to figure out who your consultant is. So you'll click on the upper right-hand side, you'll click where it says Find an Independent Beauty Consultant, and you will be able to find her. Now, I had already typed in my name here, but in case you don't have her info saved on your phone, you can type in her first and last name, as well as search by whichever state she lives in. You'll click search and it will pull up her information. Now, if you have any issues at this point, definitely reach out to your consultant and she can help you. But I will click right here, shop with me. And then all of a sudden, look, I'm on my own website. And so the items are right there in the cart for you to check out and to shop with your consultant.
Pretty easy, right? Now, there's also that spot when she was showing you guys that she could, it just says share. There was an option that said share the info, and she could just share it with you as far as the entry goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the enter the makeover look here. So it would take you to the makeover contest. This can be straight up on marykay.com. It doesn't matter. And then when you go to enter the contest, they fill in all the good stuff. Their picture goes here. They have to put your name, the consultant first name, last name, and the contact info. Most of the time people pick phone numbers, but it's your first and last name, phone. They upload the picture, whether it's the Mirror Me app or if they did something in person. And then they put their little blurb in. They click next, and then they submit. Cool. Nifty, nifty, eh?
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
But what I like about it is you've got this. I'm going to make sure it's showing. Yeah. If you're in this little app thing, this talks them through it. So what I think worked out really well for us on Saturday is you get them to, meet up for the appointment, and then it was, we're going to watch this video together. If you've got somebody that's technologically savvy and they can go ahead and download the app, like I know, Terry, you have a customer that's already done that, and they can play along with it. Some people want to try the look for real, and that's cool. And, they can make the purchase. You could CDS it to them. It would get to them in just a couple of days. If you have it on hand, cool. Like I said before, I think we started the recording, I had 2 looks on hand for people to try over the weekend. And it was the Berry Noir and the Golden Hour looks, because you had a cool and a warm. But let's pretend they want Cinnamon Glow. I happened to have all those products for my first gal that I entered into the contest. And I knew she was going to love the colors. And I think she came into the appointment going, I'm going to try these looks. I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to buy it. And so she did, but that was cool. And what I think is a really great tool is it gets them to play. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden they've got the app. And now it's a tool they can use to try other colors and other looks and other things. Does that make sense? Because now they've got the tool in their hand. And I think it's a good thing. It's the first time I've ever done it this way. I'm going to ask lots of questions when I'm at seminar this week. But I think it's really going to be good. So what I want to do is, now that everybody's back on here, and I'm going to pull up my photos, because Amy and Terry have already seen a little bit of this, but why not, right? Not that one. Yes, this one. Here we go. And this one. Okay. Like I told them before, this is me, no makeup, but in that picture, it looks like I've got a face on, right?
Yeah.
Lie to me and say that it does. That one's Cinnamon Glow. Okay. And then this one is the Champagne Shimmer. And that's the one that's got 4 eye colors plus red stiletto for the lip. And that's, again, no foundation. So if I wanted to do it with foundation, I want to see what happens here. We're going to do it. I'm putting foundation on and we're going to add. We're going to do matte. I'm going for you. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. And then we'll get out. And now we'll go to the makeover contest. And now download and save. And when you get to the download and save part, you've got options on how you could have it where it's got no little thing on top, but you can crop it and stuff as necessary. But let me get out of here and see. The most recent one I did was this one. This is with a foundation shade on, allegedly. And that's the champagne with some foundation going on. Okay, but wait, there's more. We had Berry Noir, which is this one. Wait, that might not have been right. Yeah, that's Berry Noir. Then we have Island Breeze, which this is how you know it doesn't work for me. Look at those lips. Can you even see that I've got lips on? But other people you'd be able to see, just saying. This is why Danny is not a warm, it turns out.
That was the Island with the blue eyeliner.
Yes, that was the Island Breeze. And this one's
the one I did it on the Mirror Me, and I was like, no.
Right, exactly. It's because you're a cool too.
You have to be like under 20 to pull that one off.
Or like just you gotta have a warm undertone or overtone in there. And so this is the Mauve Haze. So that's a lot of mauve going on there.
I like that one, actually.
That's a good one. And then we've got Golden Hour. I guess that is that one, huh? Yeah. And then, where'd the other one go? We're going to get out of there. We'll stop the screen share. Maybe it's because I'm trying to go from my iPhone to my, I don't even know. It's crazy. This whole thing. Closing photos. Let's see what happens. Apps are fun. Okay, let's go. Did it go? Did it go? Did I save it? Did I save it? But what I like about it is it kind of takes some guesswork out. Okay, there it is. Okay. We're going to airdrop it to myself. Airdrop it to Danielle's.
And you can make it darker along the sides.
Yes.
You can like
yes.
make it more intense.
Yes, and I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. And there was one when I did it on Saturday when I made it a little too intense, and it was like, oh, I look a little bit like a tramp. So it's like, we don't want that. So this is the one that I did with foundation.
Yeah, I like that one.
To compare, so it does have a little bit of evenness, I guess, in my skin. But yeah, you would I would have somebody else take it potentially. As far as like, if meet with the consultant, have the consultant take it, or if you're doing it with somebody who's out of town, have them have someone take it so they've got a good angle. And they could also take a really good naked picture and upload the picture if they want to do it that way. But it seems like the live camera works out really well. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think it makes it easy.
Mm-hmm.
And that way it gets more entries. And I think what would be really fun is to be able to like say, okay, this is how many I've got entered. Because what you want to do is have them tell you, hey, I've got, or hey, I'm entering. And they send you either a screenshot. That's what my Heather did, was she sent me a screenshot of her entry. Because they want the customer to do the entry. They don't want you to do it for them.
Right.
So just tell them, hey, send me a screenshot when it's done. And I was thinking what I would do is every entry that gets done in our unit, we'll put that in a drawing. I've got a Michael Kors clear bag, a large tote, that every entry would go in for to win. And we can pull that out. What do you think?
Sure.
So that way, if they don't win the $5,000, or they don't win, whatever the honorable mention prizes might be, they could at least get into a drawing for the Michael Kors bag. It's a $300 retail guy that's there. And it's one of those clear ones that works out great for sporting events.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So I'm going to put that up as what we're going to offer. And I think that would be really great. And is there anything else that you could think of? Maybe it could be, I'm just trying to think of anything else that would help you generate excitement to get people to say, yeah, I'll do it. Because it took this was the most hilarious part, Amy. I was telling Terry about this earlier. Phyllis had a gal that came over on Saturday. From the time she sat down and I showed her all of that video and we did the tutorial and she downloaded the app onto her phone. We even connected her to my Wi-Fi in the house. So that all took 15 minutes from start to finish. She was entered and back out the door.
Nice.
So the moral of the story is this can be done super, super fast. So I think of like the super busy moms that'll tell you they don't have time. But you could do this in your bathroom. You could do this in your car before you dump the kids or, wherever. And they don't even, they could, if they have their hair cute, even better. But, if they just have it in an updo looking cute, that's fine. P.S. Amy, your eyes look fab tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's cashmere haze.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Chestnut on top.
I like it.
Thanks.
I have such pretty friends.
Next, you make everyone beautiful.
Next week, I think I'm just going to have my face on because I figure, I've already shown the lip thing. Terry was like, I did it last week. I'm not going to do a white top again. I did my white top just in case somebody was coming on. You guys, it has been just so much fun doing those appointments, though. It's so fast and so stupid easy, and it's okay. Like, I don't know. I remember when I was a newer consultant, I felt like I had to do it exactly how Linda did it, or exactly how I saw Rebecca do it, or exactly how I saw whatever rock star consultant that I wanted to emulate or imitate. And then years go by and you figure out your own way to do it, which is still doing the right stuff, right? And it's basically, washing their face and asking them what they want to buy. That's basically the gist of it. And what I used to get really caught up on, I remember the first time we were doing like a pedicure party with satin hands on their feet. I made myself insane. I was trying to research all the things. And guess what? What is it? It's the same thing on their feet as you do on the hands. You put the hands up there on the bottom of their feet. But it was, I could not. And I think it's the teacher training part where you have to have it all, right? And then I don't know, well, COVID did it. That's what happened. Like when all of a sudden, like there were all kinds of people saying, well, we have to figure it out before we show our consultants. I was like, we don't have that kind of time. We all need to be flying by the seat of our pants, showing everybody how to do things so that they can see that it's not that hard. And so, and what it taught me, that whole experience was that, everybody's learning. And it's like in anything that we do, the minute we stop learning how to do stuff or refining what we do, then, we get stuck and stagnant and all that kind of stuff. I find if I go too long between appointments, I do get rusty, like we were talking about last week. But I will tell you, it is just like riding a bike. As soon as you get back on and you do a couple, then all of a sudden you start firing again and things are good. So when we talk about doing these kinds of appointments, like the first one I did was back in January with no products at all. And we were doing it just hair color, eye color. Terry was there, hair color, eye color, skin tone. And we were able to still make educated guesses on things, but it was still, it seemed to be a little time consuming, a little overwhelming for some of the newer consultants that were there. And then as soon as this came down to 4 lipstick colors, and the cool thing was in these appointments, they weren't necessarily shades that they would have picked for themselves to wear in real life and probably still aren't. But once it narrowed them down to their family of lipstick shades, they're like, oh, no wonder I like that color. No wonder I buy this color because it's in that family. Mm-hmm. And so I think that, and being able to say, I'm learning how to do this. And you guys helping me do that is going to be so much fun because everybody's going to help each other. And it's the same thing like when we match foundations. I mean, and I think I've told you guys this before, matching foundations in my early years, especially even as my early years as a director, is the single most terrifying thing I would ever do. Like sometimes I would figure out ways to not have to match foundation. Or if it was CC cream, I could do that. CC cream's pretty easy, right? But the minute you have to sit there and go, uh-oh. But really, the Foundation Finder quiz is a great help. And then you can kind of narrow it down. And you're not going to let somebody walk out the door looking wrong. And you can kind of put your foot down. Don't do what Danny did like 15 years ago and say, yeah, okay. And have somebody see her in a store going, oh my God, you look terrible.
Uh-oh.
Well, I kept saying, I think you're a beige. She's like, no, I'm an ivory. I'm like, I think you're a beige. And she insisted she was an ivory. And at some point I just acquiesced. I said, sure, you're an ivory. Sure, whatever. Okay. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. But I'm looking at her going, she looks pasty, whatever. She walks into the grocery store, sees someone she knows. And the friend goes, oh my God, you look terrible. You look like a ghost. And then guess what happened? Gosh, that foundation we tried, that just didn't work. You weren't very good at matching my shade. Like, I kind of was. But when those kinds of things happen, doesn't it make you kind of gun shy for a second?
Yes.
Because you're like, oh my gosh. And then I remember doing this to Michelle and one of my other consultants. I made them be the foundation finders at a party.
You did me that job once.
I did. 10-person party. I was like, go, figure it out. You can do it. I believe in you. And then all of a sudden, I could tell, like, everybody's like,
Yeah, you should do half the face, one color and one color, like the right color and the wrong color, so they could see the difference.
there's so many things I want to do in person. You guys, I have a friend. Her name is Vicky Casanovas, and she is in Diana Sumter's area. She's a DIQ, and I've known her, oh my gosh, 15, 16 years. And she's got a son who's at Del Webb, and she's cute as a bug, and she's from Louisiana, but she lives in Vegas a lot of the times. She's moved a few times, and so she's back in Vegas. And she is just so fun and so beautiful. And Diana said to me, she goes, hey, you and Vicky should do some guest events together. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think that would be so much fun. So I'm just trying to think of what could we come up with and where could we do it? Because I think sometimes people don't want to come to houses. What do you think, Amy?
We could see about using Paul's office
Oh,
at the brokerage.
at the brokerage. That's a good idea. There's also, and I don't
Like
know.
they have a big conference table like in the center of the office.
Okay. This is also something to think about. Pause. You got an idea, Terry. I can see it. But here's
No. I'm sitting here thinking Paul as in
Paul Rich, who was in our chapter.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what I thought.
yeah,
What I did photos for. Okay,
So now the connection. Paul and Amy are married. There you
I got it.
We
I
are
got
married still.
still after all this time. Okay, so have
Well,
you
I
seen
have to tell you something nice since we're talking about Paul.
Yeah.
This morning, we have one of those stupid trees that grow the little things all over it, and then the HOA gets mad at you because it has all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
I went out there this morning and I trimmed it all up and I pulled all the weeds. And then when Paul left for work, he called me and said, thank you.
Aww.
Isn't that nice?
So nice. He's a good egg, that Paul.
Sometimes you're married for 28 years and they finally say thank you.
Yes, indeed. It's true. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's this place called Sugaring NYC. It's sugar waxing. And it's located over. Do you guys know where Pegs is on Eastern? By Panera. It's north of St. Rose, south of Silverado Ranch.
Okay.
It's in that plaza. They're dark. They're closed on Tuesdays, but they would be willing to open it anytime we would want to do some kind of event. And it's all like, it's pink. It's all like the perfect coloring of stuff.
That's cool.
So that would be something, but that would only be like on a Tuesday. I wonder if they've got a back room.
Or if they'd let us set up a table.
They might. We could set up a table in there to do the near me.
We've done a lot of networking things.
Indeed, we have. Yeah, but you guys, there's so many things. And then, oh gosh, there's just, I'm trying to think of where else. Down in Henderson, is that coffee shop on Water Street still there?
Which one?
It's on the same side of the street as Wands, just a little bit further down.
I think so.
And if we're Henderson residents, we can book it for free. So that could be something we use. And it's a giant conference room table in there that we could set up. And we've done that before. That could be a Friday night, a Thursday night, a Saturday. I mean, they have time. So we could research. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Those are all good ideas.
Because, I mean, I don't mind doing it at the house, but I think a lot of people don't like coming to houses. Grouchy John's, you can use like their rooms. They've got that one big room. It's like their game room, which I love, but you can't really reserve it. You just got to get there and claim a table. Yeah. But they let you do stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that they would let us like do product and stuff there though. But maybe.
Does the Green Valley Library still have rooms that you can rent?
I think they do, but I don't know price.
I used to rent them for recitals, but this was
Oh,
like
nice.
a long time ago,
Yeah. Well, I bet you they still would.
and it wasn't very expensive.
Yeah, we can look at that too. Like daytime. The thing about that is we got to be careful and say that it's for training. Because if we say it's for, makeovers and stuff like that, then they hear retail and they say no.
Yeah.
So it's just for training. Models and training. I like all of that. Okay. I'm going to delegate. Delegating things. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Okay. I'm excited too. Amy, can you research libraries?
I can.
Okay, that'd be great. I will find out about the coffee shop and about sugaring.
Do you want me to check with Paul about the brokerage too?
Yes, check about the brokerage too. And then Terry, what do you think? Where else can you think of?
I really am not 100% sure just because I don't know Henderson-ish area.
But you know your area, and I would be willing to drive over by your area.
I mean, I do have a library that's over on my side of town too.
Check it out. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, is Windmill over by you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice library.
Yeah.
I
We've done
go there to do
things
stuff.
there. Yeah. Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff over there. Cool. Yeah, so let's do that. And that'll kind of be our little mini homework assignment. And then I'm going to seminar on Wednesday. So I'm going to be in Charlotte where it's very humid and hot. Very excited. So what would you guys like me to challenge you to do so that I can bring back presents for you?
This was just the leak towel, right?
What if you could get 3 entries into the makeover contest while I'm gone?
Okay.
I can do that.
Is that doable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll have a present for you.
And if we get more?
Oh, I'll get a better present for you.
See?
Yeah.
Just
If
not
at any
that
point, just
question.
know that I leave on Sunday.
Okay, Sunday to...
Well, it's going to be, I'm gone Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh, Wednesday to Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be fabuloso. And there are many things I can do. I have MK Connections hookups. There are vendor hookups. There's all kinds of stuff. I will be for sure hanging out with places at product areas because I'm going to ask all kinds of questions because they've got to have something new coming out to replace the discontinued chromofusion shades. So I'm going to find that out. The other thing I'm going to find out is about more questions about the makeover contest, but I think we've got a good handle on it this way. And then I'm going to ask about, it was something related to that. It's gone. It'll come back to me. Oh, like, are there any products that have been like released lately that you're like, they've got to be part of the regular line? We need them part of the regular line.
The brows,
Yes.
are those regular or those?
Right now they've been special, but I'm going to make sure I tell people that they need to be regular because I have customers that have been very, very pleased with that product.
Yeah, and they work well as an eyeliner too,
Oh, that's good to know.
with that little chiseled.
Mm-hmm. I can't help but think because it's still, I don't think things are out of stock on that yet. I'm hoping that they just make it part of the regular line. But yeah, so don't forget PCP enrollment is still going on for the fall holiday look. And that ends on August 1st. And yeah, that's the big deadline coming up. And yeah, any big burning questions for me that I haven't answered yet?
I always get requests for, remember the Cheek Duo sticks?
Yes.
The highlighter on one side and the, oh my gosh, so many customers ask me for those. And they get so
Next
upset when
time-
I tell them we don't have them.
Next time they come out, I think everybody just needs to buy 50.
Yeah. And then the pH lip,
Yes.
that changed color.
Mm-hmm. The lip balm, the intuitive lip balm.
That's the other one everybody always asks me for.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Okay, I'll ask about those. What's the scoop on that? And you guys did hear, or you did see that the retinol 0.5s are marked down a little bit on InTouch.
Yes.
They're marked down a smidge because they're going to come out with a 0.3 that's going to launch in the new book, and that one is safe for everyday use. And you don't need to worry about retinizing because it's a little bit less potent.
Okay.
So that's why
Get your 5s now.
Get your 5s now, baby. And get that calming milk while you still can. Oh my gosh.
That's
All right,
funny.
my friends. Well, go out there and have $1 million week. Get some entries in that makeover contest. We're going to have lots of fun.
All right.
And I'll have lots of
Okay.
presents for you.
Okay.
Hey, have fun and travel safe.
I will.
Yeah.
You guys, love you.
All right. Bye, Danny.
All right, bye.
Bye.